What's good, YouTube? It's Levi here with the Dial Up Boys, and we are at the Dialed Up Homestead. And today is sheep moving day, and so that means we just kind of get the next fence set up. We get them all their stuff taken over there, their hut, the sheepdog, and we move them to keep them parasite free. Kind of keep down on the parasites, and that way we can kind of fertilize our ground with their manure everywhere they go. I'll show you how we set up and move on to the next paddock. So unfortunately we got some of these limbs that are in the way. I'm not going to cut off a whole bunch of stuff, just kind of trim off some of these limbs that are really hanging down, and you guys kind of just see how we do that and how we get things set up to move them. So that's where the sheep are. Here's some of the limbs, and we're going to kind of make the little pathway from one paddock to the next right here. And they're going to want to come to this fresh green grass right here because they've eaten down everything over there in just 4 days. And right there you can see a little motto dog. And I'm not using anything fancy because I'm not cutting down a whole tree or anything. This is just a Amazon find, rechargeable little hand chainsaw. Very handy for little things like this. So we got all the limbs trimmed that we're going to trim. We're going to go ahead and get the path mode now. What we do, and I'll show it right here real quick. But we're going to mow a path from this post. There's dog. We're going to start at this post, and we're going to go just down that way. And we're gonna come back over there, and I'll show you guys how we set it all up. We mow a little path like this from post to post, and then we come through and we take off anything that's kind of leaning over and touching it like this, and that just gives the electric current a lot more to go through. And then kind of walk through here once every day, every other day, to kind of make sure nothing else is leaning on it. And so that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go from this post right here, and we're gonna mow a path right along here, and we're gonna cut up, curve, come back around, and we're going to attach to that post. Then what we'll do is we'll set all their food and stuff over there. We don't really give them any food. We give them a little bit of mineral every morning, and then a third cup of grain just to kind of entice them like candy. Get them a little more tame. And we're gonna take down this corner post here, and they're gonna cross over into the new one, and we'll take the post that we're standing at. We're gonna have a new post here, and we're gonna walk it over there, and it'll close. But you'll see how it all works out. But that's the plan. So stay tuned, watch, learn, and maybe I'll learn a little something too. right, so I gotta tighten up the string. As you can see, it's pretty loose. But this is the next step. We come through, anything that's like leaning over like this, we're just gonna take a weed whacker and just buzz it off right there. So we're gonna go along the whole fence line, goes up there, cut around the corner, not very far, up back to that pallet, and then it comes back, and we're going to attach it right here. We're gonna set this one down, and I'm gonna entice them over with some mineral, and like I said, about a third cup of grain, and they're gonna come over here because it's fresh grass, and that's what they're looking for. All right, so I got my smart fence here. That's what they call it. It's the Gallagher smart fence. We're gonna take the first post and take it way down there to the corner, and then the way down there to that corner. And we're gonna use that kind of like a gate whenever the sheep move across, and you'll see what I mean when I get the video of them moving. And we'll move it across to where we're putting this last, the cranker piece is what we call it, because it cranks up, makes it nice and tight. So we're gonna put the first post down there, second post right here, and then right here is where that path is that I started. It's not a very big paddock, but it's really to just get them out of this area for today. And then we're gonna start giving them more and more room, and so they're in there for a few extra days. But yeah, stay tuned and watch how we get these sheep moved where they're supposed to go. And they're just out grazing. I mean, they'd rather be doing that than eating some feed. I mean, there's only a little bit in here. Like I said, I give them a third of a cup, so not much at all. We're really focused on that grass-fed, grass-finished here at the homestead. But I mean, there's still some here, and they can come over here and eat it. But they'd rather be out there chomping down on all that good stuff. So now what I'm gonna do is I gotta kind of get the extras, is what I call it. We got the dog house with the blue tarp, and then the sheep hut with the blue tarp, and then obviously the dog. And he'll get used to going over there with them. Right now he's not quite used to it. So I'll kind of just pick him up and set him in here and put his little dog house in here, and everything will be fine. He likes the sheep. Most of the time they like him. That one that's close to us, that's pregnant, sometimes when he gets close to her, she'll headbutt him, but the rest of them, I've watched them lay down next to him and lick their head while they're sleeping, and I gotta get some video of that. That's pretty adorable. But yep, stay tuned. That's this episode of the Dialed Up Homestead, and that's how we rotationally graze our sheep. Just keep on following along and subscribe. Mac, you good boy.